just a moment. There we go. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Right as I was launching stream, I remembered that when you launch stream directly from console, whether it's Xbox or whether it's PlayStation, I don't know about Xbox Series or PS5, but this game is being, or this demo is being streamed directly from PS4. The consoles try to help you. They try to make it easy. And the way they do that is they read the content of the disc, or they read the file name on the hard drive, and they change the Twitch category to that category. However, with this Resident Evil 3 demo, as it is a demo and there's no category for that in Twitch, it just defaults it to games plus demos, which technically is the correct category. But I'm not going to be playing a variety of demos on this stream today. I'm just going to be playing this one demo. And so I wanted to make it know that I'm playing RE3, and I also include the demo tag in today's stream. So I had to very quickly go back into Twitch on Stream Manager and edit the title as was updating. But hello everyone, and welcome. We are here for Spooky Saturdays. And as you can see today, we are going to dig into the Resident Evil 3 Remake Raccoon City demo. So I have said before on the RE2 Remake demo why I wasn't going to replay the entire game. And if you haven't seen that playthrough, I'll kind of go back over that for this demo. So I personally am for the most part, a first playthrough streamer, which is to say that I want to be the kind of streamer that I enjoy watching the most, which for me is a first playthrough streamer. There are games that I have played in the past and that I've really enjoyed, that I'm very, very passionate about, and I can replay that game, whatever that game may be, and I can gain a deeper understanding and appreciation of that game, but I'll never have the aha moments, the discovery moments that you get from a first playthrough ever again. And it's like that for everyone. Unless maybe you get like amnesia and you play the game again or something, I don't know. But for the most part, you're not going to have those aha moments again. But what you can do is you can watch someone else on stream or on YouTube play that game for the very first time, and you can sort of experience a first playthrough of that game again through someone else's eyes. And so, because those are the streams that I enjoy watching most, I wanted to become that kind of streamer. So that's why most of the games that I play are games that I've never played before. Now, in the case of Resident Evil 3, I have played and beaten this game off stream. It was a long time ago, and it was not the remake. It was the original Resident Evil 3 Nemesis PlayStation 1 version. I played the digital file, the PS1 digital file that I purchased from the PlayStation Store, and I downloaded that to my PlayStation 3, and that's how I played through RE3 and beat it. But I do want to see what's new with the demo. The remake has way better graphics, obviously, than the PS1 original, and I know it has some other added gameplay elements to it, and I just want to see how it plays. I want to see what it looks like. I want to sort of mentally compare it to the RE3 original, and I have to say, I didn't expect too much from the RE2 remake, and I was shocked. I was incredibly impressed with the RE2 remake. And with the RE3 remake, I kind of anticipate being just as excited by it, just as scared by it. And I'm looking forward to playing it. And I just realized that I did not do an audio check. Okay, it sounds good. So I am hyped for this demo. I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm not necessarily looking forward to running back into Nemesis. I did not like Nemesis. Of the three original PS1 RE games, being RE1, 2, and 3. RE1 is my favorite. I really liked the mansion setting, but I also really liked not being pursued by an unstoppable tank for most of the game. In RE1, that only happens at like the very end of the game. In 2, it kind of happens like maybe halfway through, or maybe like it starts a third of the way through. I don't really remember as well. In RE3, it happens pretty soon, and it happens throughout the whole game, which is kind of annoying. Though, my favorite Resident Evil of all time is Code Veronica. I played Code Veronica on the PS2, beat it a long time ago, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I think I enjoyed it for multiple reasons, and I'll probably just go on for a little bit about that real quick, and then we'll jump into the game. But when I played RE1, I played through RE1 to... Was it only 1 and 2? Yeah, I think it was only 1 and 2. RE1 and RE2 have multiple character scenarios. You can choose who you want to play as first. And I played as both characters in RE1. I played as both characters in RE2. But the first character I played as in RE1 was Chris Redfield. And so then I went to RE2, and I was going to be like, okay, cool, I'm going to start the game as Chris again, and then I'll toggle over to Jill. And I was like, oh, I can't do that. RE2 has 2 completely different characters. It has Leon Kennedy, and it has Claire Redfield. Okay, so I'll just play through those characters. And then I thought for RE3, they would bring the original RE1 characters back, Chris and Jill. That wasn't the case. RE3, Jill comes back, but Chris is nowhere to be seen. And I was kind of like, oh, well, that stinks. And then, chronologically, Code Veronica comes next. And so I was thinking, okay, well, I hope I get to play as Chris again. And you don't. Immediately. You get to play as Claire. And I'm like, ugh. Not that I don't like Claire. I do like Claire. But it's like I really wanted to play as Chris because so far we've had multiple opportunities to play as different characters in the RE series, but we only ever had one opportunity to play as Chris, and I really liked Chris. And I'm like, man, I really want to play as Chris. And then you get about halfway through Code Veronica, and then you get to play as Chris. And that completely surprised me. I was like, oh my gosh, I get to play as Chris again? Like, just that happening, like, took Code Veronica for me, like, almost all the way to the top. I was like, this is awesome. But I also really liked the prison environment of Code Veronica. I definitely like that more than the lab environment towards the end. But I thought the prison environment was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. I like the story. I like the characters. I like the weird relationship between the main villain brother and sister. I like the lore, the story there. I like the virus. I thought that was pretty cool in Code Veronica. So easily my favorite game in the series. But I still haven't played through all the RE games. We will on stream in the future play through more. Eventually, after we finish this demo, we're going to move on to the RE4 demo. After the RE4 demo, we're actually going to get into the Resident Evil games, full games, proper. We're going to go into Revelations 1, the full game. Then from there, we're going to go... I want to try to play through the RE games in roughly chronological order. So it's going to be the full Revelations. Then it's going to go to RE5, then Revelations 2, then RE6, then the demo to RE7 because it's different from what's in the main story, then RE7, and then RE8. So I'm looking forward to all of those great experiences. But the demo to RE3 remake is first. So let's jump in. But before we do, I'm going to go through our opening announcements. I know I've rattled on for a bit. Usually a bit longer than I typically do, but let's go through our opening announcements. It is what we typically do, so we'll do that. And from there, we'll jump into the demo. So for those who do not know, welcome to the channel. I am your host, Lord Orfeo, and Jiv is here. Hello, Jiv. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I also transfer these videos about 1 week later to YouTube. So if you missed a playthrough, or you want to see previous playthroughs for anything, go hit up the YouTube channel. And two things of note. One, I tend to stream something different every day of the week. And I do this because, one, I know that not every person likes every game or likes every game genre. I get it. We're all individuals. We all have our own preferences. And so I try to vary my content to appeal to a more varied viewer base. And two, I do so because I don't want to get burnt out on any one game or game genre. And so varying my content helps me as a streamer and as a gamer. So to that end, I have created various what I call stream themes throughout the week. And so on Mondays, we have Monday Marvels. And for Monday Marvels, we can stream any game from any genre, but no horror and no role-playing games. Those game genres have their own days set aside specifically for them. Also, the game we stream on Mondays cannot be part of a series. Due to their uniqueness, we typically stream indie games on Mondays. Tuesdays, I take the day off. Wednesdays, in the Discord channel, we have anime afternoons. And so if you like watching anime, come join us there. We typically screen through 2 episodes from a certain series. And then afterwards on Twitch, we have our weekly Just Chatting stream called Community Chat and Gaming News, during which we discuss community updates, gaming news, and game releases for the week. Thursdays are our RPG afternoons, and so if you like role-playing games, join us there. And Fridays are Franchise Fridays, and they're very similar to Mondays. We can stream any game from any genre, but again, no horror and no role-playing games. But the difference between Fridays and Mondays is that on Franchise Fridays, the games we stream must be part of a series, hence the name Franchise Fridays. And due to that, we typically stream AAA games for Fridays. So if you're looking for the bigger experiences, join us then. And Saturdays are Spooky Saturdays, which is what we're doing today. So if you like horror games, Saturdays are your thing here. And Sundays, I take the day off as well. So if any of those stream themes are of interest to you, then I encourage you to drop me a follow. And hopefully I'll see you sometime during the week. With our opening announcements now out of the way, let us return to the stream of the day. Again, we are here for Spooky Saturdays, and this is the Resident Evil 3 Remake Raccoon City demo from Capcom. And so let us go back to the stream chat, and then I will tell you a bit about the demo, and then we'll actually start playing. Jiv says, are you a fan of Shenmue? I cannot say I am a fan of Shenmue. I have never played Shenmue, but I want to. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It doesn't exist anymore. But is it Nerd Alert? No, I don't think it's Nerd Alert. Well, that doesn't exist anymore either. But there was an E3 showing. And there was a certain website covering E3 when the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter was announced. And there was an announcer on there who was so passionate when they announced the Kickstarter for Shenmue 3, when Yu Suzuki came out. Is it Yu Suzuki? Is he behind Shenmue or Gran Turismo? I don't remember. Anyway, when the developer of Shenmue 3 came out and announced the Kickstarter, this announcer was so impassioned that he broke down in tears on stream, and he was like, we did it, we have Shenmue 3. And I thought that was crazy. It was great seeing his passion for Shenmue. And I kind of latched onto that. And because of him, and because of also another fellow whose YouTube channel I follow, but whose name currently escapes me, He does a Figure It Out series on YouTube. I got invested, and so I am actually a Shenmue 3 Kickstarter backer, and I have the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter box. I have the disc. I still have to buy the DLC separately, which kind of stinks, but whatever. But I also have Shenmue 1 and 2, and so in the future, for RPG afternoons, I will be streaming the entire Shenmue trilogy. And so I'm looking forward to that. From what I've read about Shenmue, it was, for its time, one of the most immersive, most realistic RPG series out there. And I know by today's standards it might seem a bit dated, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with playing older games. I've streamed the original Final Fantasy on this channel, which is an 8-bit game from the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I thoroughly enjoy that game. So if Shenmue is as good as people say it is, then I'm probably going to have a lot of fun with it, and I'm looking forward to playing through all 3 games and the 3rd game's DLC. So yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of it, but I'm looking forward to playing it. Yes, Yu Suzuki. Oh, I was right. Michael Huber of Game Trailers was crying, yeah. I never knew his name. Well, I never knew his last name. It was Game Trailers. Okay. That was very... I still go back sometimes and I rewatch that. That was no doubt the greatest E3 that PlayStation has ever had. They were able to announce Shenmue 3 Kickstarter, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I feel like they had one other really big announcement, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, well, it was Last Guardian, but I mean, like, that Sony's kind of strung that along for a while. But I think some people are kind of given up on The Last Guardian by that point. Which, by the way, we're starting this coming Monday for Monday Marvels. Alright, let me plug in my earbuds so I can hear the game. And then we shall start playing. Okay. Are you a fan of Shenmue, Jiv? Or of Resident Evil? Okay. Or both. And pardon the glare on my forehead and face. It's the sun. There's a window in front of me. I have blinds and they're closed, but the light still slips through. So this is the remake of the 1999 original game Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. We'll take control of former elite agent Jill Valentine and mercenary Carlos Oliveira as they attempt to find a vaccine and escape from a city during the viral outbreak. Okay. Jib says, yep. Been a Shenmue fan since it came out on Dreamcast. Nice. I'm a collector of rare games, or at least I have been in the past. And I was thinking of picking up Shenmue, but I never had a Dreamcast. I don't know if I've really ever wanted a Dreamcast, to be honest with you. I did want a Sega Saturn, and to some extent I still want a Sega Saturn. I do have an original Xbox, and I know that Shenmue 2 was released on the original Xbox. But, I mean, we have the remasters of Shenmue 1 and 2 on last-gen consoles, and so I'll be streaming the PlayStation 4 ports on this channel in the future. Bought RE3 back when it originally came out on PS1. Didn't really like it at the time. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I only played RE3. I played the PS1 version, but I played it on the PlayStation 3. I played all of the Resident Evil PS1 games on the PS3. I remember a long time ago I rented games back when you could still rent games. That might date me, show my age a bit. But back in the day, you could rent games. And I know I rented some spooky games and I tried to play them on my PlayStation 1, and I couldn't do it. They scared me too much. And so I never really played horror games. And it wasn't until the PlayStation 3 era when I really started to dabble in horror games. And I'm like, you know what? This is scary, but it's also fun. It gets my adrenaline going. It gets me kind of worried, but it also sort of focuses me in a weird way, and it draws me in a way other games don't. And because of that, it makes me want to kind of play more horror games. And that's why I eventually sort of, or at least that's one of the reasons why I created a theme night around, or theme day, I guess, around horror games, which is Spooky Saturdays. And yeah, I beat Resident Evil 1, the director's cut, and then RE2 and RE3, all the PlayStation 1 versions on my PS3. And then I eventually went to, I think it was a used game store, and I picked up a PlayStation 2 copy of Code Veronica and Resident Evil 4, and I played those on my backwards compatible PS3, and I beat those, and I really enjoyed them. And then that's kind of where I left off with the RE series. And on stream, so far we've gone through... I didn't want to replay those games in their entirety because, like I sort of said earlier in this stream, I am typically a first playthrough streamer. And so what I did was I played through two games I had never played through before in the RE series. I played through Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles, which was made for the Wii and eventually ported to the PS3, which kind of covers, the Umbrella Chronicles kind of covers the events of RE1, I think it's RE1, RE3, A Unique Story, and I think that's it. And then I also played through Resident Evil The Dark Side Chronicles, which covers the events of RE2, and I think it's A Unique Story. And so that kind of helps us play catch up, at least on stream and for the YouTube channel for the RE series. I will be transferring this footage to the YouTube channel in about a week. And yeah, so the next full RE game we get into on this channel will be Resident Evil Revelations 1. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, but also excited for this demo. And after this demo, we'll eventually play the RE4 demo. Jim says, Dreamcast was an amazing time being a gamer. Phantasy Star Online. I played Phantasy Star, but I played Phantasy Star 1, 2, and a little bit of 3. But I played them on PS3. And I would have beaten Phantasy Star 3, and I would have played 4, but that was on the Disc Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. And when I had just started playing 2, I don't know how far I was through, but I was a decent way in, I'll say that. My console crashed on me, and I lost my save file, which stinks. But eventually I'll go back and I'll replay Phantasy Star 3. I think I was maybe like 10 to 12 hours in. But I'll go back and I'll play that, and then I'll also play 4, Phantasy Star 4. But I never played online. Dreamcast was an amazing time being a gamer. Phantasy Star Online, Shenmue. Yeah, I want to play the full Shenmue trilogy. Skies of Arcadia. I've seen Skies of Arcadia. I've never played it. It looks really cool, though. Sonic Adventure, that's cool. I have the port of Sonic Adventure on PS4. We'll be streaming that in the future. Probably for Franchise Fridays or some other day, etc. PS2 had the better JRPGs, but Dreamcast had more of a soul and more of a coherence in regards to games with fun. Colorful art designs. For me, colorful art designs are huge. I will play a game that I would not normally play if I like the art style. Art style is very, very big to me. Wii was a great console too. Lots of fun hidden gems on that console. Oh, I know. At the time the Wii came out, I worked at GameStop, and we literally sold a Wii on average every like 2.5 seconds. And that's not even an exaggeration. Like, we'd have a line of people come in and hang out in the store all day if they knew we were getting deliveries that day. And as soon as the Wii's come in, they would be like, "Are those Wii's?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, we got like 3 in." And they're like, "I'll take it." And then they would like pick up their phone and they'd call their friends like, "Hey, they have Wii's. Get here now. They can't hold it. First come, first serve." And sometimes their friends would make it in time. Most of the time, their friends would not make it in time. And other people in the store would be like, "Yeah, I'll buy it." But it was a crazy, crazy time. I never had a Wii myself, but I did get to play the Wii kiosk during the hours I wasn't working at the store. And I really, really liked the Mario Wii game. I thought that was a ton of fun. And I liked some of the other games on there as well. But very, very fun time to be a gamer. Then every time is a fun time to be a gamer. But yes, we as gamers are inconvenienced in a very fun way, in that there's a ton of content out there for us that, if you appreciate multiple genres, and I do, and I think you do as well, Jip, then there's a lot of stuff out there to play. There's a lot of great memories to make. There's a lot of things to enjoy, a lot of great experiences to have. But there's so much content out there that it will literally take us years to play through it all. And so it's like you have to, at times, you have to be selective. Like, do I want to really play this game, or do I want to play this game? I mean, eventually I'll probably play both games, but which one do I want to play first? And so you have to sometimes make hard decisions and have to put stuff on the back burner that you still really want to play. It's just you want to play something a bit more first. But yes, let's jump into the demo. And this is my first time in the demo here. Let's see what the settings are. I always like to jump into the options first. If for no other reason, I like to go into the audio settings. And this doesn't have it either. I don't think the RE2 demo had it either. But the one thing I like to do is oh no, this does have it. I'm sorry. I thought the voice volume was like the full volume. That's how it typically is in most games. It's like full volume, voice volume, music volume, sound effects volume. But I always leave voice volume at full level, and then I decrease the sound effects and the music level. I am very, very big on story in video games. In fact, I'm more into story than almost anything else. I love story, which is why you'll never, or at least very, very rarely, catch me playing a game that does not have a story on stream. Like, I'm not into battle royale games, or for the most part fighting games. You will see me catching fighting games here and there, but I won't do a lot of multiplayer. I can turn that off. I'm not going to use it. But I don't want to miss any dialogue that's spoken by the characters, which is why I always keep voice volume above everything else. And then I also, just in case, keep closed captions turned on for the game as well. I have played games in the past where something was said, and I'm like, what was that? I didn't hear it. And then I would literally have to go to YouTube and look at a playthrough with closed captions to see what the characters were saying in the story. And having to like leave the game to go to an outside source to see what was said in the game that you just played, like, that drives me nuts. So I've learned since then to adjust settings appropriately. Okay, controls, auto reload off. I like having it off. It makes the game harder, makes the game more realistic. You have to pay more attention. Aim adjustments, reticule deceleration. I'll just leave that alone. Aim assist off. Vibration function on. Okay. Camera. Invert camera. No. Field of view, I guess we'll leave that alone. Camera speed, for now we'll leave that alone. Camera wobble, yes, I love camera wobble. I know so many other streamers and gamers who hate this feature. I love it, I adore it. Most people don't like it because it either makes them motion sick, or they say it makes them dizzy, or they just don't like it. I like it. I think it makes the game more realistic. I think it's cool. Display, I do not have an HDR supported monitor. Brightness is okay. Reticule settings. Color, white, that's fine. Dot site red, that's fine. Tutorials on, sure. HUD on, yes. Audio, we already adjusted that. Language, okay, that's fine. RENet. I would typically keep this setting on if I were playing this off stream, but since I'm playing this on stream, I don't want to risk diminishing stream quality by having this game send data, or this demo sending data back to wherever it's going, whatever server it's going to. And I don't even know if they even check the data from the demo anymore, since the game has already been released. So, all right, back out, save that, and oh wait, one last thing. Can I check the control settings? I can. Okay, let's actually see how to play the game before playing the game. All right, control type. What do we got? We got run toggle, yes. Action prompt input type, tap repeatedly. Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. This is the only thing here I wish I could change. Well, you can't see it, but I can't. As an old school PlayStation gamer, and I get modern PlayStation gamers are very different, but as an old school PlayStation gamer, you do not aim your weapon with L2 and fire your gun with R2. You aim your gun with L1 and you fire your gun with R1. And Xbox did the thing where the bottom two buttons act as triggers instead of just bumper buttons, and PlayStation followed suit, and that drives me absolutely nuts. Because I hate that. But I'm not given an option to change it, so I'm not going to. Well, I mean, if I'm not given an option to, then I can't. So I'll just adjust. Okay, L2 is aim weapon, R2 is fire. L1 is switch ammo type. R1 is dodge. Okay, this game has a dodge feature. Touchpad is to open your map. Options is to pause. What? Options is pause menu. Okay. D-pad is change weapon. I very much like that. That's the same as Borderlands. I'm very used to Borderlands controls. Left analog stick is to move your character or click in to run. Okay. Right analog stick is to move camera or click in to reset camera. Okay. Triangle is to open inventory screen. Okay. Square is to reload. Okay, that's pretty common. Left... What? I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that means left analog stick move down and press circle, not click in, is your quick 180-degree turn. Okay. X is interact with an item. And, yeah, okay. That's everything. That works. Play through the story and experience the nightmare. Jim says, I've been playing RE2 Remake on the Steam Deck. Oh, I have a Steam Deck too. With gyro and trackpad controls. I could never figure out how to get gyro to work. But then I don't typically use the Steam Deck as a portable system anymore. I have a very old computer. I have a computer, I think that's about a decade old. Maybe it's even more than a decade old as far as my desktop computer goes. And I've managed to make upgrades to it, and I think I've pushed it with upgrades about as far as you can get it. And it makes an okay stream box, but I can't really do much with it. But I have a Steam Deck, and I play all my PC games on there, but I have it in a dock, the official dock. And what I did was I got one of my PlayStation 4 controllers, This is one of my official PlayStation 4 controllers. It has an orange USB cable because orange is my favorite color. And this controller, fully charged, the battery lasts about 20 minutes and then it dies. And so I really can't use it for the PS4 anymore. But I can connect this USB cable to it, plug that into the dock of the Steam Deck, and I can use this to play all my PC games. And so I actually don't play my PC games with a mouse and keyboard, which some people have said is like heretical, which I... Okay. But I'm traditionally a console gamer. That's just who I am. And so I use a controller that's familiar to me to play all of my PC games. But yeah, I use it more as a console than as a portable handheld unit. But you see, I've been playing RE2 Remake on the Steam Deck with gyro and trackpad controls. I will say I never, when I did use the Steam Deck, because I did use it for a while as a handheld, when I did use it, I'm like, I'm never going to use the touchpads. I'm just going to use the analog sticks. And once I started like messing around with the touchpads, I used those more than the analog sticks. I don't know what it is about the trackpads on the Steam Deck, but I love them. And lining up headshots feels so quick and accurate. I do most of my gaming on Steam Deck nowadays, mainly because I don't get the time to game at the couch anymore. Understandable, you must be a busy person, Jib. In that case, thank you for being here. I game mostly on the Steam Deck because I am traditionally, as I said, a console gamer. I started gaming with the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I've had a few portables here and there. But my console history, my console gaming history, is the NES, and then the Sega Genesis, and the Sega CD, then the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I also picked up a Nintendo GameCube, and then an Xbox One S all digital edition, which I got at a really good price new on, I think it was Craigslist. And that was it. And I wanted to expand more. And I said I could either get a PS5, or I could get a Nintendo Switch, or I could get a Steam Deck. What do I want to do? I do have a new Nintendo 3DS XL. I tried a few of the Nintendo exclusive properties. I wasn't really feeling any of them. Not to say they're not good. I mean, they don't appeal to me, but I know there's an audience out there for them, and you know that's great for that audience. It's not my thing. If the PS5 were fully backwards compatible, like for PS4, 3, 2, and 1, I would have picked it up. But I feel like I have such a huge backlog of games that it's like I would rather just wait until the PS6 comes out. And the PS6 probably won't be fully backwards compatible either, but it probably will be backwards compatible with the PS5. And so I'll just pick up the PS6, and that's when I'll start playing the PS5 games. As far as the Xbox Series goes, I mean, I don't know. I'm not that big a fan of Xbox yet. We'll see what happens with the Xbox One S all digital edition. I do have some Xbox games that I want to play, and then also that I have played already on stream. But I do want to play more, and maybe they'll make me a bigger fan of the Xbox. So we'll see what happens with that. But I wanted to get into PC gaming. And I don't know a lot about PCs, to be fair. I'm kind of ignorant. I'll admit my ignorance. And Valve, with the Steam Deck, I think did something very impressive and very important, in that they consoleized the PC experience. Because typically when you go into the Steam store and you look at PC games, there's typically two lists for requirements. There's the minimum system requirements, and then there's the recommended requirements. And it's like, well, okay, well, what if I have a CPU, or what if I have a GPU, and it's not on the list, it's not on either list, it's not on the recommended or the required. What do I do? I mean, I know the answer to that. The answer is to do your research and try to find out where your CPU or GPU falls. But I, along with a lot of other traditional console gamers, don't want to do that. We just want to go to the store or go online into the Steam store and find a game, buy it, and play it. Because as a console gamer, that's what you're used to doing. That's what you're accustomed to. If you go into a Best Buy or into a Target or wherever you buy your games for, assuming you're buying them physically, of course, if you go and you see a box that says PlayStation 4 and you pick it up, you know that game's going to run on PS4. If you go into the Steam store and you try to buy a PC game, there is absolutely zero guarantee that it's going to work on your computer. But if you have a Steam Deck, you don't even have to look at those two lists for the most part. You can just look on the right-hand side of the Steam store page for that game, and it'll tell you whether it's Steam Deck verified, or if it's Steam Deck playable, and if it's playable, why it's not verified, or if it's unknown, or if it's just not compatible. And so they've simplified everything, and I absolutely love that. And so I'm like, you know what? Steam Deck is here. I'm going to jump in, and I have not regretted it. And in the future, I actually plan on staying with the Steam Deck, not just for console use, but I have really grown accustomed to Steam OS. And so in the future, I'm probably going to alternate. I'm probably going to skip a gen, assuming Valve sticks with the Steam Deck. And so I probably won't get Steam Deck 2, but I will get Steam Deck 3. And that will probably become like my new gaming machine. And then Steam Deck 1 will actually become like my new PC. Because even though Steam Deck 1 is just, it's a handheld, it's not made to necessarily be a full-on computer, the Steam Deck is actually stronger. It's a lot stronger than my current desktop computer. And so eventually I would like to do that. I want to stick with SteamOS as my main OS. And eventually I'll just be running Steam Decks, a full Steam Deck PC setup. But that will come in the future. Let's see here. Back to stream chat. Jeff says same. NES, Master System, Amiga, and Atari 7800 guy here. Very cool. Yeah. I know that the original Phantasy Star game was on Sega Master System, but I never had... Actually, I take that back. I did have, at some point, a Sega Master System. I never played it. I traded in to a used game store for credit to have my PlayStation 3 fixed. They actually couldn't fix my PS3, so they gave me a refund. They at least tried. But I never got to play on it. And I think my sister mostly had the Sega systems back in the day. Or actually, the Sega and Atari systems back in the day. My sister told me that the first console I ever played on, and she's like 10 years older than me, but she told me the first console I ever played on was the Atari 5200. I have no memory of that. I was too young. The first console I ever remember playing on was the NES, which wasn't mine. It was my father's. And I remember that he forced me to play Duck Hunt. I'm like, I don't want to play Duck Hunt. I want to play Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers looks cool. He's like, no, you don't understand. Duck Hunt has a light gun. It's a cool game. You can just shoot the screen. I'm like, I don't care. I want to play Mario. And he's like, look, play Duck Hunt first. And after that, I'll let you play Mario. And I was like, okay, fine. And so the first game I ever remember playing is Duck Hunt. But I played it as a means to an end. I played it because I wanted to play Mario. But yeah, that's as far back as my memory goes. But I did beat Phantasy Star 1, which was originally made for the Sega Master System. And that was a really good memory. I really did enjoy it. And I really enjoyed Phantasy Star 2, and I was enjoying Phantasy Star 3 until my PlayStation 3 crashed and I lost a save file. See, the Jib says, then I got a Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Gear. I always wanted a Game Gear. I did have a Game Boy Color. Actually, I still have a Game Boy Color. Then basically all the mainstream consoles after that. Nice. For my portables, I had a Game Boy Color. And then while working at... then I got a PSP 3000. Then while working at GameStop, we had an old um, kiosk for the Game Boy Advance SP, and we were ordered to eventually get rid of that kiosk. And we were told that we could just like store out, which basically means we could just get rid of that unit, the Game Boy Advance SP unit, like just basically throw it away. And rather than throw it away, the manager at the time was like, "Let's have a game." And I honestly don't remember what the game or the competition was, but we had it. I won, and so I got the Game Boy Advance SP, so I got it from there. And after that, I eventually got the PlayStation Vita, and I actually have two PlayStation Vitas. One I kept unmodded, the other I modded so I could stream from it. And then I also got the new Nintendo 3DS XL. And I really got that just for Monster Hunter because I was massively into Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on the PSP. And I was hoping that would carry over to the Nintendo 3DS XL, but it just didn't. Like, if you played old school handheld Monster Hunter on PSP, you're used to a certain controller configuration, and that controller configuration does not exist on the Nintendo 3DS XL. And so because the controls were different, I just couldn't get into it. Nor can I ever play any other Monster Hunter game except for maybe the original Monster Hunters on PSP. And so, yeah, I'm a retired Monster Hunter now. And that's all the consoles, the portable consoles I own. Jim says, yeah, Valve did a great job with the whole Steam Deck verified thing. Yes, they did. That's when other handhelds come out, like the ROG Ally, or I know there's another company making them. I know they're like naming them after Norse gods, like the Odin and the Thor. Those are cool looking systems, and they probably appeal to PC gamers. But I really feel like none of them is really going to touch the Steam Deck. Because Steam Deck has an absolute 100% lock on console gamers. Because console gamers, and I don't mean this in a negative way because I fall into this category, console gamers, if you're traditionally a console gamer and you don't know a lot about PCs, you're ignorant. You just are. And what we want is to buy a game, not have to read through a list of requirements, and just have it work. Like, what if my CPU isn't on one of those lists? What if my GPU isn't one of those lists? What if I don't have the required amount of memory? What if I don't have the exact operating system on my computer? What if the drivers on my system, on my computer, aren't updated and tweaked to make use of the game I'm playing? Like, there's a lot of ifs when you PC game. And Steam Deck removes a lot of that initially with the verified list. Now, the deeper you get into the whole Steam Deck system, especially with the playable games, and even some of the games that say do not work on your system or are unsupported, if you really want to play them, you can figure out ways to play them. Some of them. And that actually makes you smarter as a PC gamer, or in that field of PC gaming, because you learn to adapt. You learn these things that PC gamers sort of take for granted because they've been doing it for so long. They have all this knowledge built up. Excuse me. And yeah, the Valve Steam Deck has, I think, really opened the door for a lot of console gamers into the field of PC gaming, and I very much appreciate that. And because of that, like I said, when it comes to PC gaming, I am only Steam Deck. And when I say only Steam Deck, I don't mean I'm only Steam Deck for now, which I mean I am, but I mean in the future as well. Like, I honestly never intend, for the rest of my life, I never intend to buy another computer ever, except for Steam Deck. And so, like I said, in the future, I'll pick up a Steam Deck 3. That'll be my new hardcore gaming system for PC. A Steam Deck 1 will become my new main computer. Because, again, it's already a lot stronger than my current desktop PC, because my desktop PC is super old. And then I'll eventually pick up, like, the Steam Deck 5. Steam Deck 3 will become, like, my new main computer system. Steam Deck 5 will be my new main game system. And I just plan to keep all of them docked. And then whenever I want to, if I have to go travel somewhere or whatever, I just pick the console off the dock, take it with me, and bring its charger, and I just continue to game. So Steam Deck it's such a beautiful system. I love it. Let's see here. Just says yes. I have the original Phantasy Star. Nice. And it was basically my first introduction to 3D graphics. Yuji Naka is a genius programmer, and Reiko Kodama was a brilliant character artist. Very cool. Yeah, the first-person 3D dungeons in the original Phantasy Star, that was pretty cool. Verb Jib says, I have to go, but it was great talking to you. I shall become a regular around here. Well, thank you, Jib. Thank you. Hope to see you again in the future, Jib. Alright, so let us finally get it. I feel a little bit bad, actually. We're like 52 minutes into the stream, and we are just about to jump into the demo. So for those of you who were dialing into this stream for the demo, I apologize to some degree. I don't apologize for talking because I was addressing Jiff, but I do apologize for making the rest of you wait. If you're watching this on a YouTube channel, you can, of course, just fast forward. You probably already are. You're just moving your mouse pointer over the video and be like, when is he starting the demo? Okay, here. Okay, cool. Let's do this. But yes, we're going to start right now. The final game may differ from this demo. You cannot save or load your game in this demo. I so hated that about the RE2 remake demo, that you could not save. I'm like, what if I die? What if I play the demo and I'm like an hour and a half in and I die? I literally have to repeat the entire demo. Luckily, I didn't die. But that is pretty aggravating. But alright, let's go. This new plague is spreading at a terrifying rate, embedding itself in the corpses already shambling the city's streets. Jill has encountered immense difficulties in her attempt to escape the city, but in her most desperate moment, she was rescued by an unknown man named Carlos.
This fine young lady could use our help.
Carlos, you didn't even think to ask fine young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I am UBCS Platoon Leader Mikhail Victor. My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Right. How's that going for you?
The city is completely cut off, isolated. Most of the 100,000 civilians will wind up dead. Correction, undead. My platoon has suffered serious losses. Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Yes. Well, we are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors. But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
All right. I'm in. But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Thank you, Jill.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Okay, First things first. We need to get you geared up. Head up to street level. You'll find supplies there.
All right.
I was so shocked in
Captain, they really took a chunk out of you.
Nothing that I will miss.
first aid spray. Nice. I was really shocked with the RE2 demo, and I'm also shocked in the RE3 demo that it looks so good. Like, maybe it's on me, it probably is, because I'm used to playing older games, but, like, this is ridiculously good. Like, the graphics in this demo are so impressive that it's insane to me. Like, I don't know. I mean, very, very rarely have I played a game that looks this good. Like, this really is impressive. Like, this actually looks better. The gameplay in this looks better than the CG cutscenes in most games that I play. That's how good this looks. Very impressed. And Brandon is here. Hello, Brandon. How are you doing today? Brandon has redeemed Hydrate. Very well. I have a bottle of water here. Brandon says, hey, yo, Orfeo in chat. How's everyone doing? I am doing well, Brandon. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? And cheers. I have some tea here, some peach tea. I would consider this hydrate, but BP has often brought to my attention that tea is a diuretic. So it dehydrates you, so it should not qualify for a hydration redemption. So that's why I still have water here. Brandon is doing good. Just scrolling through the Xbox sale. Oh, anything good? Anything good on sale there? Might get some old COD games. Nice. I've been thinking about getting the original Call of Duty. I know the original COD, or at least I think the original COD is on PS2 and original Xbox. I know it's on PC. But you can actually get Call of Duty 1 HD on PS3. But even though it's super old, because it's COD 1, it's still like $20 on the PS3. And it's like, I don't know if I want to power $20 to play COD 1. I mean, I probably eventually will, but not anytime too soon. Okay. Begin the demo. Yeah. Can I talk to anyone? Can I take his gun? I probably can't take it. Can't take. Okay. What weapons do we have? We have a knife. Okay, and we have our handgun. A dozen bullets. Okay. Let's go to our inventory. See what we have. Did I press the wrong button? That's the map. Make use of the map. The map screen is useful for more than just your current location and surroundings. It can also show you any points of interest and items you have found but haven't picked up. Okay. Objective, get above ground. Okay. Survival knife. It's a survival knife. Comes in handy in desperate situations. And our condition is fine. G19 handgun. A 15 shots, nice. 9mm handgun, known for its compact size. Made from an extremely durable resin. It is used by armed forces worldwide. Let's move this. Select a new slot for this item. What? Move. Oh, I think it means select a new slot here. I don't want to do that. I forgot forgot how I did this in the RE2 demo. I want the handgun to be on my left. Okay, there we go. Shortcut. There we go. There we go. Okay. So handgun is my primary. I want that on my left. As for the knife, I would rather have that, at least for now, right there. Whenever I have the opportunity to use the D-pad to swap weapons, I always do it according to how I would have the weapons arranged in Borderlands. Okay. Files. Jill's report. September 26, 1998. It's already been 2 months since that mess with Umbrella. Thanks to the suspension, investigations haven't progressed exactly as I'd hoped. Perhaps this written record of what I've found will prove to be my final duty as a STARS officer. I can only hope that it helps lead to the truth. The T-virus. Those infected by this virus seem to become literal zombies. It appears to be communicable via several different avenues, outlined below. Bite from an infected individual, allowing the mixing of bodily fluids. Contact with crows, which have eaten infected carrion. When I first read that sentence before I pronounced it, in my mind, I thought it said contact with cows. I was like, cows? Is there a cow level in this game that I... like Diablo? Never mind. Due to the strength of the virus, airborne infection cannot be discounted. Really? Airborne? Okay. Oh, that's... yeah, I think they sent a bomb to try to blow up Raccoon City, and that's how it spreads to other places. At least in the RE movies. I don't think that's the same in the RE games. It should be noted that those who survived the incident have not yet developed symptoms. It's unclear whether this is because the virus has a long incubation period, or because we just happen to be resistant to the infection. We ought to remain vigilant, even after this investigation period ends. As for me, aside from my minor difficulty sleeping, I seem to be in fine shape. Still, I shouldn't get too hopeful. After all, this could just be an extended incubation. Brandon says they have Call of Duty 2 and 3 for $10 on the Xbox sale from the original Xbox. Very cool. They also have Resident Evil Raccoon City Edition for $15. Comes with Resident Evil Remakes 2 and 3 and Resident Evil Resistance. For $15 you get both of those, or all 3 of those games. That's an incredible deal. I would say if RE2 Remake was $15 alone, that would be an incredible deal. So the fact you get all 3 games for that price is absolutely awesome. Okay. Wait, what was that? Wow, okay. That is a huge delay. Well, now it's not happening anymore. The first time I had her, like, the first time I pressed the button for her to, like, pick up her gun and aim it, there was, like, a massive delay. There was, like, it felt like a 2-second delay. Like, that's a ridiculous delay for trying to just, like, to aim your gun. But now it's not happening anymore. I don't know, maybe that was just a fluke in the demo. It probably was. Alright. Alright, what is this? Handgun ammo, I'll take that. Handgun ammo times 10. 9. I was reading that. Hold on. I probably can't read it any. Okay, there we go. 9mm parabellum handgun bullets. The most common of bullets. They are favored for their stable flight trajectory and moderate recoil. Okay. Now reload. Nice. It can hold 15 bullets. That doesn't... Didn't the description of the game, or in the game, say that her gun only holds 12 bullets, though? No, it says 15 shot. Okay, never mind. What is this? UBCS Ammo Crafting Guide. On the battlefield, if you run out of ammo, your gun's about as useful as a wet fart. I'm surprised they included that in the description. Want to stay alive out there? Then get these basic formulas into your skull. Handgun ammo, 2 gunpowders, shotgun shells, gunpowder plus high-grade gunpowder, mag ammo, 2 high-grade gunpowders. Once you're stocked up, get out there and join the party. Let's give those dead mother effers something to eat. Just make sure you don't become dessert. Brennan says they have the deluxe edition for Resident Evil 2 Remake dropped from $50 to $12.50. Very nice. You should get it, and a Resident Evil Remake 3 dropped from $40 to $10. Very nice. Now, I've said before that I won't be replaying the RE games. The remakes are really impressive. Very, very impressive. But I know that they still have the same characters, the same overarching story as the original games, and so I'm really more of a first game playthrough, and so I'm more interested in the RE games that I have not played, rather than playing the remakes of the games I already have. Think about the 21st century. Will robots surpass humanity? Science Forum. Comic books. Mega Man. I guess Mega Man had comics. I never knew Mega Man had comics, but they probably did. Is Mega Man? Yeah, Mega Man is Capcom. That's pretty cool. Living Corpses, I'm guessing that's like Resident Evil. Huh. I'm guessing each of these comics is probably in some way an homage to a Capcom property, but I can't think of them right now. Astro Crunch. Big E. What's in here? Was I in this car before? I was in this car. Okay. Was there anything this way? No, there's just luggage this way. I really hope I don't see Nemesis, but I feel like I'm going to see Nemesis. I feel like if I see Nemesis, L3 for run. Then I would prefer to see Nemesis, like, at the very end of the demo. Traditional Japanese restaurant. That looks like a good meal right there. Freak Cinema. The Butler of the Dead. I'm not going to run, by the way. I always fight. Though that might be the dumb thing to do. The cool thing that I remember, anyway, from RE1, 2, and 3, even though a lot of review magazines said you always need to run to conserve your ammo, I'm like, that's not true. The game always gives you enough ammo to fight, to stand and fight in all of your encounters. You never have to run. Unless you're fighting like Nemesis or Mr. X in RE2. But for normal enemies, you can always clear a room. And in the RE2 demo, I wasn't sure you could do that, but it seemed like you could still do that. I don't know if the same is true for the RE3 demo, though. Exit Redstone Street, downtown. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. Exit. Magazine stand. Anything over here I can use? No, no bits of lore. At this point, I feel like if any monster were to attack me, I would totally turn around and just run back to the train and see if Carlos would pick up his gun and do the fighting for me. Tabloid front page. The Cannibal Murders. A complete digest. In the gray of the morning on September 25th, a frantic caller telephoned the RPD to report an assault. A man described as disheveled, like a vagrant, was attacking a passerby north of the Lambs Museum of Art. The responding officers discovered the mutilated corpse of a woman by some dumpsters nearby. Dozens of bite marks covered her body, and she had been dismembered, suggesting she had been eaten. The third known incident of its kind to occur in Raccoon City this month. Isn't that disturbing? Like, it would be disturbing if you just had, like, one person dismembered with bite marks. But to have 3? Y'all got a problem. I would reach out to, like, some federal authorities or something. So who done it? Who's been munching on man steak? We here at News Comet. There's, like, a dark humor that runs throughout the early RE game. We here at News Comet have a gnawing feeling that the so-called cannibal disease patients Spencer Memorial has been providing free treatment for since August might not be settling for just a cafeteria. Our reporters have infiltrated Spencer Memorial, asked the tough questions, and come back with horror stories that will make your stomach roil. Turn the page for the scoop. I would totally turn the page for the scoop, but the game doesn't let me.
Jill? It's me again. You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You might get the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power. I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
Objective, reactivate power at the substation. Can I use to get a map of the area? I cannot, okay. I thought maybe she'd, like, move over there and either, like, take a picture of the map with her phone or rip the map off the wall, but okay, whatever. I love her character design, how she has, like, dirt marks all over her arms and shoulders. They did not have this at all in the original RE3. Is that a... Ooh, that is a green herb. Green herb. A green herb. Oh, that's so annoying. I do not remember this happening in RE2, in the RE2 demo. Where they, like, give you a brief description of an item and then it disappears super fast. A green herb native to the Arklay Mountains. It will restore a small amount of health. Okay. Now, 2. What's this? Gunpowder. I'll take that. Standard grade gunpowder. Whatever. Oh, it only tells you one time? Okay, well then I guess if it only tells you one time, I'll read about it. Combining items. Some items can be combined with other items, either to free up a slot or to create something new. Use the plus combine command to do just that. I will. Thank you. Gunpowder. Standard grade gunpowder. Combine 2 of these to create handgun ammo. Okay. Combine. There we go. And then combine. There we are. Okay. Though really, you should also have shells to make ammo and not just gunpowder, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. Oh, do you remember these? I bet some gamers alive right now playing this demo or playing the full version of this game have never seen this. Have never seen a payphone. They don't even know what this is. That makes me feel even older. Can I break this box? If I can, it's not telling me that I can. Okay. Is that statue a collectible? That is creepy. Why did it start bobbing its head when I got close to it? It wasn't doing that when I was further away. UBCS Herb Field Manual. There's no place in the UBCS for pipsqueaks who crawl back to base every single time they get scratched up. If you want somebody to kiss your boo-boo, go someplace else. Here in the big leagues, we mix our own meds, so get these recipes memorized. High potency mixture, green herb ×2. Maximum potency mixture, green herb plus red herb, or green herb ×3. First aid spray. Can't make these yourself. Grab them if you see them. That should do it. Now let's get this done and then go grab a beer. It's kind of interesting they included that last line. I'm not sure you could talk about like alcohol in modern games. Well, no, I think this has an M rating, so you could probably do that. Clock Tower commemoration. Really? I thought this was going to be a puzzle. Like maybe you'd have to go out into the world, find parts, come back, do something with this clock tower item here, and that would like open a secret passageway. And alright, I guess not. Cool. See, look at that. You saw that? See that? Look, when I'm far away, he stops shaking his head. Like when I'm not paying attention to him. See, look at that. It's still. It's not until I start walking close that he starts reacting. That is creepy. Is there anything else here I can interact with or pick up? Any more loot? I guess not. Oh, wait. There's an item chest here, and I didn't put anything away, but is there anything inside of it? No, okay. I feel like as soon as I go outside, I'm going to get attacked by, not by zombies, but by Nemesis. I'm more worried about Nemesis than anything else. Like, in the RE2 remake demo, we never saw Mr. X, and I am very grateful for that. But Nemesis is a much bigger element of RE3 than Mr. X was of RE2. So, I feel like we're going to see him in this demo. I hope I'm wrong, though. Because he freaks me out.
More survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
Draw fire. Is he down for good? Can I go back? Oh, I can go back. I didn't think the game would let me go back, honestly. I thought it'd be like, no, you're outside, you're not supposed to go back. You're just gonna stay here. But now this makes me wonder. Like, if I start getting chased by too many enemies, can I run back? I didn't mean to do that again. Can I run back here? And then, if the zombies pursue me, I guess he's dead, he's not getting up. Can I just, like, run all the way back to Carlos and just have him kill all the zombies for me? I mean, if so, you could just rinse and repeat. That would make the demo a lot easier. In fact, I'm curious. I want to appease my curiosity. What happens, even now, if I just run back to Carlos? Well, I mean, he gave us some dialogue saying he was doing other things. Who knows? Maybe when I get back, like, the doors to the train car will be closed, which would make sense to me. But will, if the doors open, I would make the assumption that if a monster is following us, that they would drop it for me. Let's see. Yeah, they're still here. He's still here. If Nemesis starts to follow us, I would think that because the door is open, I would think that Nemesis won't even follow us in here. Because then that would have to mean one of two things. Either Carlos would help, and I think that would make the encounter a lot easier, because then we wouldn't even have to fire our gun at all. We could just let Carlos do everything. Or that at that point the door will be closed to the train car, and we won't be able to do anything. In which case, kind of pointless for us to run in here in the first place. But I'm gonna make my way back to those. I was gonna say those doors, but it's really just a partially opened door here. And we're gonna pause our game right here because I have to use the restroom. But I'll be right back, and we'll continue the rest of the demo in just a few moments. So, BRB. Okay. We are back. Thank you for your patience. Let's get back into it. Return to game. Oh, he did get back up. You're gonna stay dead, right? This time? Hope so. Okay. There's no ammo back here, is there? No. Okay. I can try to go that way. Or can I go this way? No, this is blocked. Okay. I try to figure out what way the game, and I do this in every game. I try to figure out which way the game wants me to go. Here. And then I go in the opposite direction. Because why are there full tires just sitting out in front of a bookshop? Because there might be collectibles this way, or ammo, or weapons. Toy Uncle. That sounds nice. Toy store? What's this place? Amiset. Anything in the trash? No? Oh, I was gonna say that's a nice bicycle, but the front tire is warped. Can I get in? I cannot get in. That sounds horrible. It says they're open. False advertising. Gas station. Oh, what's this? More ammo. Nice. Now, do I have to come? No, okay. It stacks. I don't know if the new ammo I picked up would just be clumped with the ammo I already had, or if it would go into a new item slot and then I would have to combine it with the rest of the ammo. Oh, I see a shadow there. Oh, it looks like that's an undead feasting. It's disturbing. Also, good detail on the graffiti on the cardboard. Is she self-animated? She is self-animating. It is so impressive. The way she's like bobbing back and forth, blinking. You can tell I play a lot of old games because I'm not used to this. But it's so well done. It really is. The graphic work in this demo, and probably by extension the full game, so impressive. Oh, there's two of them. I didn't think there'd be two of them. That was pretty good. I feel like they're still alive. And this is like the big difference between... Yeah, I thought so. This is one of the big differences between... Oh, crap, I missed. Between the remakes and the original game. In the original game, if you shot someone center mass, you shot them in the torso, then if you wait long enough, they're probably going to get up. But if you manage to headshot them, they were done. It was over. In the remake, it's if you shoot them in the head, they're still going to get up later. If you shoot them in the torso, they're also going to get up later, but it's going to take more bullets than if you do headshots. But it was also a lot harder to land headshots in the PS1 originals than it is in the remakes. I guess this door is open. Yes, it is. Oh. Uh-oh. Stay down. They should have showed her, like, reaching out to the door and actually opening it. Now, see, I do have an issue with this. Like, this is the corpse of a police officer. You're telling me the corpse of a police officer has nothing on it that we can use? No sort of, like, extra ammo, no additional gun, no pepper spray probably won't do anything against zombies. But no, like, melee weapon, nothing. I find that hard to believe. I couldn't understand that. The audio there. Quick step. Left analog stick plus R1. Oh, I see. There's a lot of undead out here. Can I go into the toy store? Oh, it's on fire. Aww. That is a serious lock right there. For a toy store? Look at that. That's a huge, thick deadbolt right there. Look how thick that is. Do they have a lot of thefts for toy stores in Raccoon City? I don't want to go down here. Oh, the little horsies. Yeah, that's where I came from. Like, can I go in here? Like, that's you just came from. Oh. Bubble beer, crisp, refreshing. A bubble beer. Why would you name your beverage bubble beer? Did Willy Wonka make this? Is it gonna make you start floating through the air with its bubbles? I can enter this place. Am I supposed to enter this place, though? Is this the way you're supposed to go, or is this a side location? It looks like if we walk straight, there's nobody there. And there's no one on the left. They're behind the gate. So it looks like that's where they're supposed to go. Is inside this building. It looks like this is all optional. So let's tour around here first. That's kind of scary. I've always had issue with this in the RE games. Where it's like, I have a combat knife. Why can I not just pull out my combat knife and stab the zombies in the head through the holes in the fence? Like, to me, that makes sense. Granted, we don't know if we're going to go into this store over here, if we're going to come out the side. But just in case we do, why not just take out your knife and do that? Why is that not an option? It should be. There's a lot of stores in here. It's a cool little shopping area. Donuts. I could so go for donuts. I haven't had donuts in a very long time. I don't think I've had a donut this year. We're already like halfway through the year. See, look at that. Look at his mouth hanging open like that. I bet you want a donut, don't you? Yeah, I could go for a donut. I love the powdered cinnamon donuts. Those are so awesome. Blueberry donuts and pumpkin donuts are my favorite. But pumpkin donuts are always seasonal to October. I get it. I understand. Pumpkin, Halloween, October, seasonal thing. But I could so go for pumpkin donuts. Oh, what?
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big transmission tower? That's the substation. You'll have to circle around through an alley to your right to get there.
You mean the alley that's on fire?
Maybe. Surely a tall drink of water like yourself can put out a few flames.
Fuck you.
Interesting. So that's the way we have to go. So I'm guessing we open the door and then, like, what? Shoot the fire hydrant and that puts out the fire? Well, in that case, we'll be going back to the other store over there. But I want to take a look around here first.
Gotta put this out.
That's kind of creepy. Jesters are always creepy. Clowns can be creepy. Sometimes they're cool. Jesters are always creepy. Alright, let's go back. So now they're penalizing me for not exploring earlier. That wasn't bad, though. I just had to use one bullet. So they might get up. I don't know. We got some gunpowder. Nice. We can also explore that area fully. I don't really want to right now, though. Can I still go in here? I can. Okay. I guess I can't. Break the chain. Can I use my knife to break the chain? I cannot. Can I shoot through the chain? I cannot. Okay, so I guess we have to find a pair of, like, chain cutters. We're supposed to go up and then to the right. So since we're supposed to do that, I'm not going to go that way. I thought maybe with the lights on, that was like a signal, like we could pop the trunk, check inside, but I guess not. Or maybe we're not even supposed to go that way right now. Maybe we're supposed to go this way to find like a fire. What is it called? Hydrant? Well, not a hydrant, because the hydrant's back that way. Like one of those bottles with CO2 that we can use to put out the fire. Okay, so there's 3 enemies here. I hope this little side excursion here is worth all the ammo, because there's one zombie there, one there who's coming at us, one there who's eating. There could be more down that way. I have no idea. Oh, he's wandering back away from us. That's nice. But there's at least 4 zombies here that we can see. So I don't know if going into this area and exploring is going to be worth it ultimately. But I'm willing to give it a try. I mean, for me, demos are all about exploration. They're all about testing things. He's not getting up, though. Oh, crap. I always wait a little while. I thought so. I think what makes the remake scarier than the original is that in the original game, when you dropped an enemy, they were dropped. In the remake, when you drop an enemy, there's no guarantee that they're not just going to get right back up and start pursuing. And so I always tend to, like, at least in the remake demos, wait a little bit to see if the zombies I just put down are going to get back up again. Is that an item up there? No. That should be an item. The helmet, the hard hat, a little bit of head armor. Whatever. Alright, so 2 enemies down, 2 to go. At least 2 to go. Oh, I got their attention. And you could have just kept eating. I wasn't going to disturb you. Oh, he lost his hat. Oh, I'm missing so badly here. 10 bullets left, that's it. Oh, crap. There we go. Oh, 5 bullets left. And you know they're both gonna get up. That stinks. I'll probably drop him with 2 or 3 more bullets. But then I only have 2 or 3 more bullets for this guy. So I'm basically out of ammo. And Fusion is here. Hello, Fusion. How are you doing? You're scared of this? Of course I'm scared of this. It's zombies. And I have almost no ammo left. And Fusion has redeemed. Hello, I'm new to stream. Well, welcome, Fusion, to our stream for the very first time. Again. You are valued here. Each. Nice. Only 1 more bullet was needed. You are valued here each and every time for the first time. And Fusion has also redeemed Hydrate. Very well. I have my water here. I think I will try to flavor it a bit. I say try, because I don't know when the other zombie's going to get up. I have to drop the bottle. Oh, I think I just ran out. I did. I just ran out of water flavoring. I think I had just enough for this bottle. So, I'll have to pick up more this weekend. Maybe the other zombie's not going to get up. I mean, he's been laying down for a while. Cheers, Fusion. But yes, Fusion, I am terrified. Alright, we got stairs there. That person could also get up. They're just being snacked on right there. I have almost no bullets left, though. Can I do anything with this? Doesn't look like it. Come on. Can I go in here? Really? I can. I can. I didn't think I would be able to. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. I didn't mean to examine that. Combine. 15 more bullets. Alright. I really just want more ammo. I mean, if I get a stronger gun, that would be cool too. but I really just want more ammo. Okay, so we can go up those stairs. I don't know if there's anything up those stairs. Or we can go into the donuts place. I want to go into the donuts place first. And for nothing else, and I just really want donuts. You know, when I was younger, I didn't really care about donuts. But the older I've gotten, the more into donuts I have gotten. I don't know why that is. But it has happened. Also, when did we get a flashlight? I didn't see anything on her character model that suggested that we had a flashlight. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. I am curious, but I'm not going to complain. Kitchen? Am I going to the kitchen? Hello? Hello? There's no one in the kitchen. What's this? Oh, green herb. I feel like the RE2 demo was more offensive. In that we found more ammo places, but very little healing items. And I feel like the RE3 demo is more defensive than offensive. We're finding a lot more healing items than we are weapons and ammo. Bolt cutters. Nice. A tool. I so hate that. And I keep clicking the wrong button. Bolt cutters. A tool for cutting chains, cables, and the like. We just started this demo. I know we came across a chain that we were supposed to cut. And I honestly cannot remember what we had the ability to cut before. But I know it was something near where we entered the area, so we'll check on that in a bit. Alright. Let's keep looking. Can I go this way? I cannot go this way. Up and up. What is that? Was that like death metal? You're playing death metal in a donut shop? I guess each their own. It's whatever. It's not like the kind of music you would expect in a donut shop. He looks like he's gonna get up. I expect both of these corpses to get up. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. What's this? Gunpowder. Why would they have gunpowder just like set on the table? Again, not complaining. It's just weird. It doesn't make sense. What was that? What was this? Handgun ammo. Again, why would there be handgun ammo just set on the table? That does not make sense. I'm grateful, but it doesn't make sense. I don't remember the RE2 or RE3 actual PS1 games doing that. Moon Donuts. Why are they called Moon Donuts? Oh, that's just wasteful. Look at that. Someone had an order of food at the table or on the counter, and they just never came to claim it. They got French fries. They got that little... I don't know what that is. I always call it a croissant donut, but it's probably not the name. Chocolate-covered donut. Oh, I haven't had donuts in so long. What is that? That's like a croissant donut with cream on top and berries. That's like a cupcake donut. That is amazing. I've never seen a donut like that. I could so go for some donuts. This game is getting me hungry for donuts. It really is. Muffins. I feel bad for muffins. Like, muffins can be good, but if you go to a donut shop, you're not buying muffins. You're buying donuts. And I don't think anyone would ever go to a muffin shop. Well, there'll probably be some people who go to a muffin shop, but not nearly as many as would go to a donut shop. Ooh, all the tasty donuts we have. What is that, chocolate? What is that, mint? Mint donuts? That is so weird. I mean, if it were like around the Halloween time, maybe those are like ghost donuts, like ectoplasmic donuts, like Slimer donuts, but eh. Chocolate and glazed. Was it strawberry? Chocolate with sprinkles. Chocolate glaze, or no, plain glazed. Cream donuts. Cream donuts are always good. Jelly and cream. Ooh, powdered sugar. I love powdered sugar. Plain. I love plain too, actually. Plain donuts are really, really tasty. Alright, so we can go this way, and we will. We can also go back to whence we've come, and we can use the bolt cutters to cut the chain. But let's go this way. Maybe I should not have gone this way. Well, oh, there's 3 enemies. I didn't see 3. I just saw, oh, there's 4 enemies. That makes it worse. That makes it so much worse. What if the door closes? Can they come in here? They cannot come in. I like how the zombies are like dumb enough to not know how to open a door. By the way, I would totally go that way. Just to explore, because I love exploration. But the fact that I have, how much do I have? I don't have that many bullets. 20, 34. 34 bullets to put down 4 zombies? Not gonna happen. I can drop them once, but they're probably just gonna get right back up, and by the time I drop them a second time, I'm not gonna have any ammo left. So I'd rather conserve that. I mean, there could be a lot of ammo on the other side, but I mean, really, is there gonna be a lot of ammo outside of a Moon Donut shop? There could be, but I don't think there's. Oh, that's what it was. I think I need the ball cutters to get into the toy store. Which, if I go into the toy store and I find bullets laying around, that's highly disturbing. I mean, it's a little disturbing to find bullets in a donut shop, which we did. But to find donuts in a toy store, like, really? That doesn't make a lot of sense at all. It's almost scary. Is there anything up here? Now, I will say that as I navigate this area, if I find more ammo, then I will go back. I will go back to where we saw those 4 zombies just outside the donut shop. Because this is a demo. And I want to explore as much of the demo as possible. But I don't want to die. I feel like you can break these. Hold on. I was right! That was a complete guess on my part, by the way. Red herb. Red herb native to the Arclay Mountains. It can't be used as is. Mixed herb, green and red. Am I supposed to shoot those? It looks like it. It looked like it saved when I did that. What is that noise? It sounds creepy. Can I go this way? That's how I got up here. Is there anything over... Oh, anything over here? There is something over here. I feel like I'm going to cross him, get to the other side, and then he's going to get up. Whoever developed... Well, I can't say developed, but whoever thought of, like... Whoever thought out the enemy encounters in Resident... Oh, hello. Whoever thought out the enemy encounter... I knew it! I knew it. Whoever thought the enemy encounters in Resident Evil did a really good job. Like, they are incredibly impressive. Oh, right there over there. There we go. Very nice, very nice. I'm pretty sure he's going to get back up. I don't know if she is. I think what could have made this better, though I don't know if it was limited due to technology, is if while walking like that way, if I chose to stay next to him, I think you should like reach out and grab your ankle. I don't think you should deal damage to you, but I think you should grab your ankle and just to scare the player. What is this? Nice, more gunpowder. Now, combine with... Oh. I feel like it has to take a really... What is this? Oh, we were just here. This has to take a really long time to get through this game. Shortcut open. Because it's taken me a long time just to get through this demo. Before I started this demo today, I went onto YouTube and I looked up an RE3 demo review. And I didn't watch the full review because I think the full review was like 13 minutes long. And I just kind of listened to like the first 9 minutes of it, which, I mean, you could ask, like, well, you listen to 9 minutes, well, it's like another, like, 4 minutes, but I felt like I heard everything that you need to hear in the first 9 minutes. But one of the things they said in the review was, like, if you know what you're doing, which I don't, but if you do, you could probably beat the demo in like 10 minutes. But we're on like 2 hours now, and we're still like playing through the demo. I mean, to be fair, I probably talked for like the first hour. But even then, we've been actively playing the demo for like an hour. And we are still... Can I climb up here? I cannot climb up. We are still not done with the demo. I feel like I'm leaving something behind over here. I have like a gnawing feeling like I haven't finished everything. No, that's not the case. Okay. I opened a shortcut over there, but that was the only thing I did. And now I'm just trying to get off this area. Okay, back to the stairs. Okay. I was checking my ammo. We can go that way, or we can go this way. Let's go this way. I'm worried because of how dark this game is. And I don't mean dark as in, like, morbid. I mean dark as in, like, literally dark. Can I go through here? Ooh, I can. I feel like he's gonna get up. A safe. I like safes. You're not gonna get up, are you? What's this? There's another item over here? What's this? Text file? Drugstore owner's journal. August 24th. This new hair tonic from Umbrella is just flying off the shelves. The stuff they make always works wonders, so it's no surprise. I was counting on this and ordered a huge shipment. My instincts are paying off, literally. I just know sales will continue to rise as word gets out. That said, the string of violent incidents on the news has me worried. Maybe I ought to invest in a good safe to hold all this cash that's rolling in. Ooh. September 2nd. The new safe is just perfect. Nobody knows the code, not even my wife. It's a secret between me and my beautiful aqua-cured queen. And she'd never give it up for a thief. Aqua-cured. So I'm guessing we find a poster on a wall, maybe that's of an aqua something, and that'll give us the code. What's this? More gunpowder. I hear footsteps. I thought so. Nice art. I hear footsteps again. Did he get back up already? He did. $35 bullets left. I hope he stays down. Oh, is there anything in the red bag? Nope. A nice bag, though. Can I open this door? Yes, I can. Is there anything in here? Here's ammo. Do I have to combine the ammo? I do not. Okay. Oh, wait. Before I go any further, and I will be back to see if I can go through the other door. But when I first got out of the subway... Yeah, no, I don't know. But when I first got out of the subway, there was a box with yellow tape on it. And I ignored it because I was like, I got close to the box and I wasn't being given any sort of prompt to like break the box. And so I thought like maybe you just can't break the box. Like maybe that's not a thing. But the second box we came across, we could break. Okay, that's right, we cleared this area already. So that lets me know that the first box I saw with the yellow tape on it, I could also break. Let's go back to that first box real quick. I don't remember where the box is, though. I do know we saw it early on. It's probably back through this door. If I can even go back through this door, I can go back. Yeah, this demo is crazy. In a good way. Like, it feels so detailed and realistic. And I've probably used that word before in my streams, the word realistic. But this feels realistic. This feels more realistic than most games I've played. Like, the only game that probably felt more realistic than this, not even more realistic, but the only game I've played that felt as realistic as this has been maybe Gran Turismo 5. And that was built as a simulation racer. So that should feel real, because that's its whole point. There's the box I was thinking of. Combine it here. There we go. Another red herb. Oh. But the whole point of Gran Turismo, like I said, is to be a sim racer. This is not meant to be a simulation. This is just a fantasy zombie shooting game. But it's so well done. Out of all the remakes, this game sucks. Really? Why would you say that, Fusion? Do you feel it's not true to the original game? Do you feel it's too sim-like? Like, I've beaten the original RE3, and as far as I'm concerned, the original RE3 is absolutely nothing like this. I mean, maybe if I get further into the remake or further into the demo, I'll change my mind. But so far, it's absolutely nothing like this. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm still having a very fun time. I mean, like, the overall story is still the same. Like, you're Jill Valentine. You're trying to escape Raccoon City. You're trying to help people. You're paired up with Carlos Oliveira. Like, that, all that stuff is still the same. Well, it's short and not true to the original. Okay. When you say it's short, do you mean like the actual RE3 remake is short, or do you mean the demo is short? RE is nowhere near Sim. Actual RE3 remake. Okay. So you mean the RE3 remake is not true to the original game. Okay. And the RE3 game, not the remake, but the RE3 game upon which the RE3 remake is inspired from, or meant to recreate, is not a simulation style game. See, I don't know. I don't know about that. Now, I agree with you that that RE3, the PlayStation 1 original game, is not a simulation style game. I agree on that. But I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's like that because the developers made it arcadey just to be fun, or if they made it more arcadey because the tech at the time could not make it more sim-like. I don't know the answer to that. And so what that's kind of getting at for me is, what? Oh, that's right. She needs these to get the bolt cutters to get in. What I'm getting at by that is I don't know if, like, RE3 original or if RE3 Remake is closer to embodying the true vision of the developers. Like, sometimes you'll hear developers say, like, the remake is what we really wanted to do with the original game, but we couldn't do it because we were limited by the constraints of technology at the time. And so the original just turned out the way it did, but with the remake, we could fully realize our vision. Or if different developers took the property of the original, used it as inspiration, and created something along the same lines but still different. It's the weakest out of 2, 3, and 4. Me personally, 4 is best, then 2 and 3 last. Sim is real life. This isn't real life, therefore it's not even a choice, or not even a chance of a sim. When you say it's the weakest out of 2, 3, and 4, do you mean the remake, the RE3 remake, is the weakest out of the RE2 out of remakes? Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I can't say because I've never played the remakes. I've only ever beaten the RE2 remake, and comparing, well, I can't even say that. I've only played the demo of the RE2 remake and beaten it. But comparing the RE3 remake demo to the RE2 remake demo, I'm enjoying both. Or I enjoyed both. I mean, I enjoyed 2 and I'm enjoying 3. But it's hard for me to compare the two. And I think it's hard for me to compare the two because I legitimately enjoyed RE2 more than RE3. And when I say that, I mean the actual PlayStation 1 games, not the remakes. So I would expect the same to be true of the remakes and of the demos to the remakes. Using key items. When you need to use an item to unlock a door or solve a puzzle, select the item and then the, I guess, use command. Okay. Bolt cutters, tool for cutting chains, cables, and the like. Use. There we go. They're in the donut shop. Well, you haven't beaten the remake. True, very true. I haven't even played the remake. I've only played the demos. But I beat the RE2 remake demo. But also, you probably won't have a complaint like me about length since you are still playthrough. Very true. I'm pretty sure some... Well, I don't know about that, but I was going to say I'm pretty sure some speedrunners of RE3 remake as a whole have probably beaten the game faster than I will play through the demo to RE3. But we'll see. We're already over 2 hours in, and I'm probably like, I feel like I'm like 20 steps, 25 steps away from the very beginning of the demo. But I am being pretty thorough, but I'm having a lot of fun with the demo. But I will BRB again. I have to use the restroom. Sorry. And then we'll explore this now opened. We're not in the donut shop, are we? We're in a different shop. We already explored the donut shop. We'll explore this place, and then we'll go back to the donut shop. We'll explore that area, and we'll just keep going. See what's there. we're back. Thank you again for your patience. Fusion says, the former world record was 47 minutes for RE3 remake. So yeah, you're definitely moving insanely slow. The former world record for the full game was 47 minutes. I'm playing the demo and we're at like 2.5 hours. Granted, I took 2 breaks and I talked, I think, for like the first hour with excuse me, with Jiv. But even then, the breaks that I took weren't that long, so that would still drop us like an hour and a half. Knock off half an hour for the 2 breaks, which we did not take half an hour for the 2 breaks. So I'm rounding up really high. That would still leave an hour for the demo, and the top speedrunner beat the entire game in 47 minutes. So yeah, we are going pretty slow. But then I am a pretty slow gamer. So. Oh, I read that. Alright, let's continue. Let's see what's in here. Maybe there won't be anything harmful. Wait, hold on. Do I still have the wire cutters? I do. Maybe there won't be anything harmful in here. Maybe we found the bolt cutters and we came back and we're only gonna find ammo in here and nothing else. I agree, gunpowder. Can I combine this with standard gunpowder? Shotgun shells, nice. I don't really care about that. I don't even have the shotgun. But I mean, I didn't want to leave it here, so. Oh, what's this? First aid spray! Oh. What? Whatever. I was gonna replace the bolt cutters to the first aid spray, but whatever. Wait, can I do that? Can I just drop an item? Yeah, discard. Why can't I discard? It's not letting me discard the item. That's messed up. I mean, it's not going to be hard for me to remember that it's here, but I'm worried that as I progress further into... Is that spaghetti? It is spaghetti. I'm worried that as I progress further into the demo, that, I'm not going to be able to come back for this item. Oh, they buy old toys. Aw. That's Mega Man in there. That is so cool. I am a huge fan of this. I mean, not necessarily Mega Man, but I am a huge fan when a game developer puts elements of their other properties in their other games, like Capcom putting Mega Man in RE3. Like, I mean, you own the property, why not? Why not cross-advertise? Alright, so the RE demo is not letting me drop the bolt cutters. Which is weird, because at least up until this point in the demo, the bolt cutters have been purely optional. Oh, Moon's Donuts. Before I walked through the door, I thought it said macaroons. Like, ooh, they serve macaroons and donuts? Pretty cool. What you guys doing out here? Uh-oh. Keep the door open. Ah! Oh! I knew there were 4. I only saw 2. Oh my gosh. I really don't want to go through that door again until I have like a shotgun. If I get a shotgun. I'm assuming I get a shotgun. Because I have shotgun ammo. Or I was able to craft shotgun ammo. Wait, what did you say? What did you say before? Here. Okay. Keep our eyes open for an Aqua Cure poster. Oh, there are stairs here. I thought there were no stairs here and it would just like end. I was like, oh, I can't be reached from here. I can be a little sloppy and I can just shoot zombies just for the fun of it. And, I can't be attacked here. But now that I saw the stairs there, it's like, oh, I can't be attacked. Nice. That was a really large explosion radius there. And I don't even know where this is. Like, I know the way we're Is it ammo? Looks like ammo. I know the way we're supposed to go, but I don't know if... Like, I know we're supposed to take a certain route. If we had not gone into any shops, and we just taken, like, the street level route, I know where we were supposed to go. But I don't know if this was part of that route, because we've been cutting through shops. I really just want to go this way to get the ammo. Handgun ammo, nice. Yeah, I feel glad not getting the full game for this demo. But when I say that, I don't mean I'm glad at not getting the full game for this demo. I'm gonna have to leave it here for now. I don't mean I'm glad at not getting the full game for this demo because it's a bad demo. Not at all. I say that because I feel like I could legitimately, and not even the full game, but I feel like I could legitimately spend like hours, and I have already spent hours, but I mean, like, I could and I can go in here too. I feel like I could legitimately spend a full like 6 to 8 hour stream session. I'm not like exaggerating, trying to like fluff that up. I feel like I could literally put in a full 6 to 8 hour stream session. I just noticed he was there. With this demo alone. What was that? What fell off his head right there? Uh-oh. Something fell off his head when I shot him. Was that a toupee? Was he wearing a toupee? Alright, I'm gonna assume after he fell the second time that he's done. This, by the way, I will comment, this is the one, like, sort of fly in the ointment of RE3 Remake demo. This is very, very inaccurate when it comes to the lore of RE. Which is, in the lore of Resident Evil, if you shoot an enemy in the head and you inflict damage on its brain, then you kill it almost instantly. And, gunpowder. And, not only do you kill it, but it's not going to get up again. Oh! Oh no. No! No! There's a barrel behind there. What? Whatever. Aqua Cure! But not only is there like nice handgun ammo. I forgot what I was saying now. There was something about the comparison between RE3 and RE3 Remake. No, I don't remember what it is now. I think it was something to do about realism and fun. But, oh well. Alright, we have 9. 9 to the left. 3 to the right. 7 to the left. Now, you really have to wonder about this poster right here. Like, I'm gonna guess, and this is purely a guess, but I'm gonna guess the guy who owned the shop where the safe is, I think that was the donut place, but I could be wrong. And the person who owned this place, this building, this business here, are two different people. So let's go off that assumption. That to me seems to be like the most logical assumption. Why would the owner of this business, not the owner of the other business, come in here and like graffiti essentially his billboard? So that's the first thing. Beyond that, why would the owner of this shop, again assuming they're two different, the owners of this shop is different from the owner of the shop. Okay. I think that noise I'm hearing is a clock. It's not like enemies walking up on me. Why would the owner of the original shop where the safe is come in here and essentially mark his safe combo on a poster in this other guy's business? And why would this other guy's business even let him come in here and make those marks? Like, that logically does not make any sense. But I'm gonna have to type this in the stream chat because I'm not gonna remember this. I'm gonna leave from here and go straight back to the safe, but I'm still not gonna combo. 9 left. Uh, 3 right. And then 7 left. Okay. Alright, let's go see what's in the safe. He said cash. But I mean, so far as I'm aware, money has never been an issue for anyone in the RE games. It's really just weapons and ammo, and that's it. Okay. I really thought when I entered back in here that she would, like, reanimate or animate. I would also expect, as a scare factor, that once we crack open this safe, this person would come alive. Alright, so we need 9 left. I totally went the wrong direction there. I went too far. Three right. Seven left. Confirm. Nice. What do we get? Dot sight for the handgun. A custom part for the G19 handgun adds a sight to allow for more precision when taking aim. I mean, we already had a crosshair, but it seems like when we aim our handgun, that our crosshair, like, I don't know what exactly what you would call it. Our crosshair lines, like the four white crosshair lines, moving, like they center faster. But, I mean, okay, that's still pretty cool. One moment. Alright, well. But yeah, I feel like I could spend hours in this demo. And I already have spent hours. But I mean, like, I could literally, I think I said this before already, I could spend like 6 to 8 hours in this demo. Because there's so much to the demo. There's multiple places we can enter. I feel like a lot of these shops, if not all the shops, are optional. I know that we're supposed to exit the subway tunnels. We're supposed to just walk through the streets, go through the door, probably shoot the hydrant, the water hydrant, to put out the fire, work our way through that area. But at the same time, which is that hydrant right there, by the way. At the same time, I feel like there's so much more that you could do in this demo. There's so many other locations that you can explore that it's like, why limit yourself? Why do exactly what the game requires you to do? why not fully explore the area? And I have to say, in the RE2 remake demo, we did that. We explored as much as, not as much as we could, but we explored as much as our inventory would allow us to. We obtained some items, and my plan at the end of the RE2 remake demo was to go back to the hub area where it was safe, access the item box there, and then we're going to drop off some stuff, and then we're going to go back. And once we returned to the hub area, the demo actually ended because we had, I guess, a key item on us that caused us to end the demo. But I totally would have kept going in the demo. And you can probably beat that demo probably like this one, probably in like 15 minutes. Maybe even 10 minutes if you know what you're doing. But I was just having fun. I was exploring a lot of the rooms. I was searching for ammo and text fragments to experience the lore of the RE universe. And it took a long time to beat the RE2 demo. I think it took like 2+ hours. And I feel like it's going to take even longer to beat this demo. But I think if you are a... I really don't know what I would call it. I want to say anti-completionist, but that just sounds weird. I am somewhat of a completionist. And as a somewhat of a completionist, this demo is a nightmare, but in a good way. It's a nightmare in that, as a completionist, you want to do everything that you're able to do. You want to explore every room. You want to look for every treasure. You literally want to do everything in a given area before moving on to the next area. But the reason why that's also bad, at least for someone like me, is because... Did I go backwards? I feel like I just went backwards. I went backwards. The reason why that's bad for someone like me is because it will take you forever to beat the demo or whatever game you happen to be playing. And some people, when they watch you play a game or a demo or whatever it is you're streaming, if they've experienced it already, they really just want to see you, for the most part, move from point A to point B as quickly as possible. And I totally get that. Like, they're not in it for the journey, they're in it for the highlights. And I've experienced that too when I've watched first playthroughs from other streamers. Like, depending on the game they're playing, like, you really want to see them encounter certain bosses or encounter certain puzzle areas in the game. And it's not so much you want to see them play through the whole game. And that's understandable. Are you hungry? Do you want some barbecue? Can I shoot that through here? I can. Oh, it's... Let's go through this area and kill the 4 zombies. Oh, this area isn't the... This isn't the area that has the 4 zombies. Wait. Is there anything over here? No. Yeah, I have a lot of bullets. I can do this. I kind of wish I had more free space in my inventory so I could get those other 2 gunpowders we found earlier and combine them into standard handgun ammo. But I don't have any free space. I have herbs. I haven't taken any damage yet. As soon as I do, I'll pop the green herb and then I'll go find those gunpowders for more handgun ammo. Oh, they're all gone now. There were 4 zombies here, and now there's none. I know all 4 are still here, I just don't know where they are. Okay, none on the left. None straight. That means they all have to be on the right. The heck? I'm out here now, but none of them are here. There were 4 zombies here. Where'd they go? Okay, so 2 things, well, 3 things. Either 1, they're still here and I just don't know where they are. Like maybe when you're not in the immediate vicinity, they wander around. All just kind of got stuck in. It's possible. Possibility 2. When you wander too far away from their area, maybe they just fall over dead. Maybe the game assumes, or maybe just the demo assumes that since you're moving too far away, you're never going to come back here for the area, so there's a kill zombies. Just to save on memory, so that game doesn't have to keep track of multiple zombies moving in. That's possible. That's probably the most likely scenario. Or option 3, maybe what I just described happens because this is just a demo. And maybe in the full game, they would all still be here. But I mean, if this happens in... What is that? More gun. If this happens in the main game as well, that would be completely broken. Oh, this is the staircase. And even from here, you can go explore the Redstone Pharmacy. You can try to explore Kite Brothers Railway. You can try to go through that fenced-in area. Or you can go back to where you came from and try to go through the fenced area that the game wanted you to go through with fire. There's so many options that it's just crazy. It is. In a good way. That's what I meant earlier when I said this is very sim-like. Nothing in the trunk, is there? Okay. Well, something has come up I must weigh. But this has been a very positive experience with RE3 demo. We did not beat the demo today. But what I'm going to do, what I'm planning to do, is I'm going to, in about a week, because I always wait about a week, I'm going to transfer the footage from today's stream I was going to back up to the main menu from here, but I can't do it. I'm going to transfer the footage from today's stream to the YouTube channel. And then I think next Saturday, next Saturday, we're going to be back and we're going to play through the demo again. I would like to say we're just going to continue with the demo, but there's no saving during the demo. Stinks. So we shall just play it all over again next Saturday. But we didn't get to explore everything. We didn't get to kill the zombies. We have a lot of gunpowder scattered throughout this first part of the demo to make sure that we have plenty of ammunition to continue through the rest of the demo. And I have no idea how long the demo is. Like, if you were to just stick to the main story path and just go from where the game definitely wants you, or to go from the area where you're at to the game, to the area where the game definitely wants you to be, I feel like this demo would probably be pretty short. Again, like I watched a YouTube review of the demo, and it says if you know what you're doing, you can beat the demo in like 10 minutes. So I feel like the demo is super short, but it's super short if you stick to just going from point A to point B. If you stick to traveling between the mandatory points in the demo where you're supposed to go. But if you kind of go off the beaten path and you want to explore, then it will take you longer. And we've been streaming now for over 3 hours. And even if you deduct maybe the hour, I think we spent like 40 some odd minutes. Just in general chat. And then maybe another few minutes or so going on breaks, potty breaks. Maybe you can deduct an hour from this stream or an hour from our actual gameplay. That still gives us about 2 hours in the demo. So this is a really impressive demo, and it's probably a really impressive demo of a really impressive game. So if you have not, and I said this of RE2 as well, if you have not played RE3 and you want to play through all of the Resident Evil games, and you're thinking about whether to play through impressive to a snail. If you're thinking about whether to play through RE3 original, as in the PlayStation 1 version of the game, or the remake, I think it really depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the authentic experience, then yeah, go for the original. But if you're the kind of gamer, if you're like more of a modern gamer and you don't really like retro games, you look at PlayStation 1 games and you have that reaction where you're just like, ew, I don't like blocky graphics and all these jaggies in my graphics, and this doesn't look right. If that severely turns you off to the point where you would not play Resident Evil 3 original at all, then yeah, definitely look into the RE3 remake. Also, if you're a fan of RE3 original, at least play the demo and go from there. If you play the demo to the RE3 remake and you're like, you know what, I can see what they're going for here, but it's ultimately not for me, then at least you played it, and you didn't waste any money because you played a demo. But if you loved RE3 original and you played the demo and you're like, you know what, this is not true to the core experience of RE3, but I could see what they were going for here and I still like it for what it is, pick it up. You'll like it. So, yeah, I think next Spooky Saturdays we'll be back and we shall finish. I keep wanting to say finish. We'll play through the demo because we can't save the demo at all, so we're gonna start over. But yeah, we'll play through the demo and we'll go from there. I'm looking forward to playing through it again and experiencing the parts that we haven't seen yet, and we'll go from there. But thank you for joining me. Thank you to Fusion for being here and hanging out with me. Thank you also to Brandon. Brandon says, question, if you had one whole day off and you had one game to play, what would it be? The answer to that, Brandon, changes depending upon what games happen to be into at the time. But right now, and I do have days off. I take Tuesdays and Sundays off. That answer would be Dark Souls Remastered. And that's because I'm actually going for the Platinum Trophy right now, and I have a lot of what some people would consider very monotonous stuff to do. I have some grinding to do, some farming to do for weapons and for ores as upgrade materials, and I don't like doing that stuff on stream. So that would be the game that I would choose. But like I said, it changes depending upon what games I'm into at the time. If I'm not into any particular game at the time, then I would probably just play a general point-and-click adventure game, or maybe a full-motion video game. Actually, I'd probably lean more towards a point-and-click adventure game that I think people wouldn't necessarily want to watch, but that I could be into. As far as the full-motion video games, I probably would save those for stream, because some of those can be really awesome. But I wouldn't transfer those to the YouTube channel anymore. Nice, very good choice. So thank you again to Fusion, thank you to Brandon, thank you to the lurkers who were here, thank you to Jiv, who was here earlier, who kept me company in chat. I hope to see you all again. I will be transferring this footage to the YouTube channel. I will probably be calling this something like part 1 of the demo, and then what we do next Saturday will be part 2. So that's pretty funny to have 2 parts to a demo. Oh, excuse me. But yes, I did enjoy myself today. I hope you enjoyed yourself as well, and I look forward to getting back to this next Saturday. The next time I'll be streaming will be Monday for Monday Marvels, and we shall be starting a new game called The Last Guardian from Gen Design, which is formerly known as Team Eco when they were owned by PlayStation. And that is part of the Team Eco trilogy, starting with Eco and then going into Shadow of the Colossus, and finally with The Last Guardian. And so I'm looking forward to starting that game and getting into it. We're not going to beat it all in one sitting. I think it's going to take between 2 to 3 sittings to beat. But we'll at least get a good ways into it this coming Monday. So maybe I'll see you this Monday for that game, or maybe I'll see you next Saturday for more of the RE3 Remake demo. But regardless, when I see you next time, have a good weekend, be safe, have fun, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care, and bye. Fusion says, Part 1 RE3 Remake Demo, Playthrough Beware. Yes, speedrunners have beaten this entire game. All of RE3, not the demo, but the full RE3 Remake game in a single sitting. For me, it's taking 2 sittings just to do the demo. But I gotta head out right now. Again, I hope you all have fun. Thank you again very, very much. I really do mean it. Thank you for keeping me company and joining me here on the stream. And I look forward to reading your comments on the YouTube channel. If you make any, I will respond. And again, have a good weekend. Thank you for being here, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.